What's up, TM Nation? Today we're diving deep into the Skullcandy Push 720 open earbuds, and let me say this up front, that these earbuds are a little weird. At $150, they're not budget earbuds, but they're also not quite premium, and after testing them for a couple of weeks, I do want to share my thoughts with you guys on if they're worth your hard-earned cash, because although I do think that these are the best sounding open earbuds that Skullcandy has released thus far, there are also some potential drawbacks that you should be aware of that I'll cover too. First off, at launch, the Push 720 opens come in two different colorways. You have a bone and gold version and the black and silver, which is what I picked up. And right off the bat, you can tell that these aren't your typical earbuds. They are significantly chunkier than most clip-on earbuds that I've tried, but with these, that's actually by design. The build quality does feel robust. They do pack an IP67 waterproof rating, which means that they can handle way more than just your occasional sweaty gym sessions. So if you happen to get caught out in the rain wearing them, they'll be okay. Now, speaking of that clip-on design, let me explain how these actually work. Unlike traditional earbuds that seal into your ear canal, the Push 720 Open sits on the outsides of your ears, clipping onto them with the secure hook design. The idea with these is that you get your music while still being aware of your surroundings, which is perfect for runners, cyclists, or anyone who needs to stay alert while jamming out. Now let me go ahead and touch on the comfort and fit, because that's where things get a little interesting with these earbuds. They are definitely on the heavier side compared to other clip-on earbuds that I've tested. That chunky battery unit behind your ears on the earbuds can make lying on your side a bit uncomfortable, but here's the thing, that excess bulk does actually serve a purpose. It translates into one of the most secure fitting earbuds I've tried with this style. I've worn these through some pretty intense workouts, including jumping rope, jogging, and of course walking, and through all of these different movements, they've stayed put without any issues whatsoever. I can really set them and forget them. So if you're someone who struggles with finding earbuds that don't fall out during exercise, the Push 720 Opens might be your solution, but the trade-off with these, in my opinion, is that you'll definitely feel them in your ears more than some of the lighter alternatives out there on the market. Moving on to the tech specs, with these we've got 12mm drivers, which is pretty much standard for this category. The battery life is decent at 6 hours on a charge from the earbuds themselves, plus another 24 including the case, giving you 30 hours total, which isn't class leading, but should be more than adequate for most people who will mainly use these for workouts, travel, and leisure listening. It is also worth mentioning though that these do feature rapid charging that will give you about 2 hours worth of playback from only a 10-minute charge. Now, taking a better look at the case itself, as you can see, it's on the larger side and it has this unique push open mechanism that also comes with a carabiner ring, which is actually pretty clever if you want to clip it to your gym bag, purse, or anything of that nature. Another plus that you get with the case is that it does support Qi wireless charging, for those of you all wondering. Now let me go ahead and get into the sound quality, because I think here is where opinions are gonna get divided. The Push 720 Open has what I describe as a bright sound signature. There's definitely an emphasis on the highs and upper mids, which makes podcasts and spoken content really clear and intelligible. For music though, you're gonna notice with these that the bass is pretty limited. If you're coming from bass heavy earbuds like myself, these are probably gonna sound thin to you because the 12mm drivers just can't push out the low end like Seal designs can. But that's not just limited to this pair of earbuds, that's the physics of open ear audio. But here's the thing guys, for their intended use case of staying aware of your surroundings while getting audio, they actually work really well. Alright guys, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 17 Pro, and the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on them. Right now the room is relatively quiet, but I will do my background noise test in just a moment. Give me a second. And now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. And this part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphones on these earbuds can go ahead and focus on my speech while rejecting some of that noise. So let me know what you guys think. Are they doing a pretty good job, or did you expect better? The Skullcandy app does give you a few pre-built EQs that you can choose from, but you can also create your own from scratch if you want to. You also get the personalized sound feature with these earbuds as well, so if you want to take the sound test inside of the app, to have it create a sound profile that's tuned to your hearing, you do have that option. I personally always create my own EQ with earbuds that give me that option, and I did spend some time trying to dial the bass in more with these earbuds, but honestly, when it comes to open earbuds, you're working against the fundamental design here. In general, you're not going to be able to get that deep and punchy bass that you get with in-ear earbuds with open earbuds at this juncture without them sounding artificial. A couple of other features that you get with these is Bluetooth 5.3 with multi-point pairing, so you can connect the earbuds to two different devices simultaneously and switch between them without having to unpair and repair to whatever device you want to use at that moment. They feature Google Fast Pair support, which makes connecting them to Android devices super smooth, and the Skullcandy app compatibility includes some neat features like Spotify Tap, a low latency gaming mode, and even a camera trigger function that allows you to take pictures with your phone using the earbuds. Now, one of the strongest points with these earbuds is going to be the fact that you're not getting finicky touch controls with them. You're actually getting physical buttons on them that are located on the top of each battery unit. You get single, double, triple, and long press options that are all customizable inside of the app. Another thing that I want to address is the sound leakage. In previous videos I've done on open earbuds, I tend to get the question if others are going to be able to hear what you're listening to just because of the design of these earbuds. And the answer is no, not really. Unless you have your music set to full blast, people around you are likely not going to be able to hear what you're listening to because the focus of the sound is being pushed directly down into your ears. So who are the Push 720 opens for? I would say if you're a cyclist or someone who works out regularly and you need to stay aware of your environment, then that's where I think that these earbuds start to make a lot of sense. The secure fit and IP67 rating means that they can handle whatever you throw at them, and they're also great if you find traditional in-ear earbuds to be uncomfortable for longer listening sessions. However, if you're looking for your primary music listening earbuds with rich bass and immersive sound, you may want to look elsewhere because these are more about functionality and situational awareness than providing sound quality that reaches the audiophile level. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these do retail for $150, and I think that unless you're a Skullcandy loyalist, kind of like myself, they are gonna be kind of a hard sell at that price. Yes, the sound quality that I get with these is better than any other open pair of Skullcandy earbuds I've tried in the past. They are compatible with the Skullcandy app and the design is pretty secure, but the battery life with these is not that great like I said earlier, and you're really not getting any flagship features that make these stand out in the crowd. With Bassius dropping solid open earbuds for significantly cheaper and the other comparable options that you have from Soundcore and Soundpeats, $150 seems a bit far-fetched for what these bring to the table in my opinion. So that's my take on the Skullcandy Push 720 open earbuds fam. They're not perfect, but they do excel at what they're designed to do. But let me know in the comments what you think about these, and if you've tried the 720 opens yourself, let me know what your experience has been with them so far. But other than that, guys, as always, I appreciate you coming through and hanging out with your boy for a while. Please do me a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe before you get on out of here if you haven't already, as it does help the channel out immensely. But until next time, I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.